To redose an edible, and then in 10 seconds it'll hit. There you go. All right, let's move on. So I want to talk about this. All right, so a couple days ago I covered a story of police in Rochester, New York, that decided to abuse, beat down, cover a 9-year-old with snow, and then pepper spray her when she was already apprehended in a car. So, you know, that's the situation. That's objective fact. There's no way you could ever possibly, in any capacity, come up with an alternative way to describe that and then still be considered a normal, productive member of society. But one of the chiefs of this police union is going to try to do just that. This is a union president, and he's going to... This is him talking about the Rochester police officer that decided to abuse, attack, potentially give an exposed frostbite to this young girl, apprehend her, throw her in the back of a cop car, and then pepper spray her because she just kept crying, and they got pissed off by that because they have got, I don't know, like a low tolerance for anything whatsoever. So let's watch.
I can't tell you anything about him. He came to the scene shortly thereafter. They were trying to get her into the car and made a decision. He made a decision there that he thought was the best action to take.
So notice how this guy says they first. Reminder, in the video, there's video evidence of this. This guy is lying to you when there's video evidence. Like, you can just go watch the video. Right? So there's video evidence of this shit. And this guy is like, of them saying, just spray her. And then the other guy's like, all right. And so it's not a they, it's not a he, it's a they. There are multiple officers involved in this grotesque abuse of force. And what, to be honest, is child abuse. This is abuse of a child. These people should be in prison, not jail, not paid vacation sitting on their recliner. They should be in prison for abusing a child. That's what they did. They were caught on video abusing a child. Okay? I don't know, bruh.
That he thought was the best action to take. It resulted in her no injury to her.
No injury. Again, this is the idea that it's all about physical injury. Right? So this 9-year-old is going to have to live the rest of her life. This 9-year-old in 60 years, she's going to be 69 years old, and she is still going to be carrying with her post-traumatic stress disorder from the events from just a couple days ago. So the idea, oh, she wasn't injured. Oh, whatever. What? Now, by the way, they're talking about physical injury. If you get pepper sprayed, that is an injury. Is it permanent? No. It's an injury nonetheless. But again, just disregarding trauma, just on its face, disregarding what trauma does, disregarding all the abuse that she's probably going to suffer for the rest of her life because of this, all the fear, she's never going to see a cop ever again for the rest of her life and feel safe. Now, I don't feel safe around cops because of interactions I had with police as a kid, right? And that's, and I know that cops are bad, and that, is one of the things that, really just drives my politics when it comes to policing. But, again, cops are supposed to make you feel safe. That's their ostensible role in society. This girl is going to be afraid of police for the rest of her life. She is 9 years old, right? This is child abuse and trauma instilled at a young age. There is no way she's going to get over this. No way.
To go and push further and use more force, there's a good chance she could have been hurt worse. It's very, very difficult to get somebody into the back of a police car.
It is a fucking 9-year-old. They had, again, it's on video. It's on video. This guy is trying to pretend like we're stupid. Like, I know it's on video, bro, but it's really... They had 6 fucking cop cars. 6 cop cars, at least 15 cops. You're telling me 15 fucking cops can't apprehend a 9-year-old? What? 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 A 9-year-old is just so unstable, can't be apprehended by 15 motherfucking cops. And again, she was already in the car when she got pepper sprayed. She was already apprehended and in the car. They pepper sprayed her because she was annoying to them. This guy should be in prison. All of them.
It's very, very difficult to get somebody into the back of a police car like that. And she's 9 years old. Imagine what happens when we have a full-grown individual that we're dealing with.
You talk about the psychological impact on the officers, but what about the psychological impact on the 9-year-old girl who had to deal with this traumatic situation?
How about the traumatic situations that she's been dealing with? Did you listen to the words that her mother was saying to her? That's what's sad. That's what's
Again, those are not mutually exclusive, right? I grew up with an abusive mother, right? And also, I have interactions with police that were horrifying and scary. They're not mutually exclusive. It's not one or the other. It's not, well, my mommy was mean to me, so I guess the cops beating the shit out of me and pepper spraying me and nearly killing me is okay now, because my mom was mean to me. So my mom was mean to me, that undoes the actions of, what? Like, cuckoo, motherfucker. Throw this guy in a fucking prison cell, right? Ship him off to an island somewhere. Give him an axe. Give him a fucking flannel fucking, like, whatever. And just tell him to build his own cabin. Shut the fuck up. This is not a member of society. This guy's job, right? This guy gets paid probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to lie to people and to promote and enable abuse, right? This is this guy's job. He's not a member of society. What society? The Locust Club, maybe, whatever the fuck that means. This guy's not a member of society. Ship him off to a fucking island somewhere. Have birds shit on him until he can't figure out how to build a cabin. And then he dies of some disease somewhere. That's all this motherfucker is useful for.
Disturbing. That's what officers go home and say, how does that girl have a chance in life? What's that officer supposed to do? What can they do?
I don't know. Not abuse a fucking little girl with 6 cop cars, motherfucker. 6 cop cars.
You know what? Understand how we respond to situations. Let me go from a man with a gun call, to a traffic accident, to a family disturbance, to another incident. After this, those officers probably had to go on to several other calls that night. This doesn't happen in a vacuum. Some of those officers probably didn't get a chance to even discuss it until when? Hours later?
Locust Club is the name of their police union, literally named after the wood that nightsticks were made out of. There you go. Is there a part 2? No. Seriously? If somehow you don't think all cops are bastards, I'm sorry, you're trash. If you watch this video and the body camera footage and come out saying, well, there might be some good cop. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, I'm tired of your bullshit. How many times have I been on my show and have I covered people being killed, shot and killed, asphyxiated, right, choked to death, right, abused, murdered, right, driven over, have their bones broken by police officers, and nothing ever happens. I'm sorry, if you think there's such a thing as a mythological good cop, you're a dumb fuck who needs to pay attention to the fucking world around you. Like, if you're just sitting in your bedroom smoking weed all day and going like, hell yeah, man, woo! Like, and you don't read the news and you're just like in your own little, like, you just fucking like watch like Netflix cartoons or whatever over and over and you just have no understanding of the reality of the world around you, maybe I'll hear your argument about how there's potentially, possibly one good cop out there. Maybe. And then I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. But outside of that, if you've been outside, if you've left your home at all in the last 10 years and you still think there's a good cop, you're a dumb motherfucker. Plain and simple. And I do not respect you. I will not respect you. I cannot respect you because you don't respect human life. You don't respect that 9-year-old girl who got pepper sprayed and abused, not by her mother, who probably has been abusing her for a while, but by the police who are ostensibly there to help her. The police are supposed to be there to help her from abuse, not compound on that abuse, you dumb shit for brains cocksucker motherfucker. Reminder, this is the same police department that put a hood over someone with mental health issues' head and then fucking asphyxiated them to death. Right? Someone had a mental health crisis. Police were called, and the police decided, fuck it. I want to get home early and watch the news, so I'm just going to kill this guy and then get out of here. I covered a story a couple days ago of cops going into an 18-year-old schizophrenic child's house after the mother called 911 and asked for, like, social services or mental health experts. Instead of doing that, they sent cops with guns. And the cop went in there high on drugs and said, I don't have time for this shit, and then shot and killed an 18-year-old after they were already in handcuffs. So they were already apprehended. They were fine. And then some dumb fuck cop high on drugs walked in there, I don't have time for this shit, and then shot and killed him while he was on the ground in handcuffs. Right? Like, how, like, this is all stories, literally, of, like, the last 6 months. You know? So it's like, seriously, like, you have to be in, like, a time machine or a cryo chamber, or been in a coma for 30 years. And, like, seriously, there has to be some bizarre fucking weirdo life scenario for you to think that there's some good cops out there. Seriously. You are a dumb motherfucker if you think there's good cops. There's no good cops. I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You are carrying water for a Nazi-adjacent terrorist occupatory force in this country that is designed, again, to cull the population of undesirables. That is what cops are here for. Now, ostensibly, what they tell you is that they're there to put bad guys in jail. Right? That's still culling the population of undesirables. Oh, we're going to get rid of the bad guys. The criminals, the bad guys. We're just going to get rid of them. Well, what's define a bad guy? Oh, some dude who was walking down the sidewalk with a joint. Walking home after a really rough day at work. And they just wanted to light up a joint before they got into their house. They're 5 minutes away from their house. They're on the sidewalk. Criminal. 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 What? What? Fucking dumb shit. I'm sorry. I hate cops. I hate cops. I hate cop enablers. I hate cop ass kissers. I hate anything and anyone that ever will carry water for police. Shut the fuck up. Go, like, bury yourself in a fucking mountain of cringe somewhere because you are useless. You are not a member of society. You are a leech. You are a bloodsucker. And you are a motherfucker. Plain and simple.